Hello and welcome to Steps to Healthy Weight Loss. I'm Julio Olivo. I'm with the UT School of Public Health, and joining me today is Lisa Mitchell-Bennett, also with UT School of Public Health. And today we are going to be talking about getting back on track if you're on a diet and you slip. So if you are trying to lose weight and you slip, how can you get back on track?
Right. Well, just know that you will slip up. It's human nature. We all do. About 90% of all people who are on their way to losing weight and being more active and trying to establish healthy habits are going to have setbacks. They're going to have times when they slip up. What's really important is to know that that's going to happen and to not be so hard on yourself, to realize that just one day of eating what you're not supposed to eat is not going to be a game changer. And what's more important is to make set those small goals, as we've talked about in other classes, because you want to be successful and you want to be consistent. And so if in general you're consistent, then when you do slip up or you have a special occasion or you just have one of those days where you're tired and you're not exercising, it's not going to really change your weight loss that much. It's important to think positively and to remember why you're trying to make the changes, to remember why you're trying to lose weight. So it's not so much about whether I'm perfect or not, or whether I've slipped up or not. It's, I feel better when I do this. I'm going to be healthier when I do this.
Is it good for like family members to say, hey, you slipped up, let me help you, kind of like motivation? How can you also motivate yourself?
Right. So certainly finding those people who are positive to be around you, finding that social support. And we have a whole class on social support that's coming up in a couple of weeks. But really it's about talking positively to yourself and trying to identify the things that you're doing right. Focusing on the days when you are drinking a lot of water, when you are eating filling half your plate with fruits and vegetables, when you are going out and walking and being active. So focus on the positive. And I actually have 5 steps that I'm going to share with you.
Okay.
After you slip up, kind of what you can do, the post falling off the wagon, so to speak. So the first is to talk back to negative thoughts with positive thoughts. So actually have a conversation with yourself, with your negative self, and answer with a positive. You can say things like, I'm not a failure because I've slipped. I can get back on track again. I've done it before and I can do it again. The next step, number 2, is to ask yourself what happened. Learn from your slip up. Try to make it into something positive and say, look, when I don't get enough sleep, that's when I tend to not exercise. So I need to make sure that I'm getting enough sleep. So you turn it around and use it for something proactive in the future. Can you avoid it in the future? Can I manage it better the next time? When I have relatives coming in town, how am I going to manage the fact that everybody wants to go out and eat for the whole week, right? So you got to sort of anticipate those things. Number 3 is to regain control the very next time you can. Don't say, well, I blew it for the day, so it's over. Make the very next meal a healthy one. If you went over your calorie budget for that day, the next day you're going to start out with a good, healthy breakfast. Okay. So don't say, oh, the whole week is over, I've gained weight already. But take the next step. Number 4 is to talk to someone who's supportive. It's just what you were mentioning. You really need to seek out those people who are positive influences in your life. The people who are negative, they're going to be there, but you need to focus on the people who are giving you positive feedback. Talk to a friend or a supporting family member and discuss your new plan for handling the slips and commit yourself to a renewed effort. Number 5 is to focus on all the positive changes that you've made. We've talked about being positive, but specifically say, hey, I've made some changes that are going to be lifelong. I'm no longer drinking soda, for example, or I'm only drinking 1 soda a week, and that's something that I know I can stick to for the rest of my life. Slips are just one part of the process. You need to focus on the positive part.
Okay. So if you slip up, don't give up. Just start over. If you did it once, you can do it again. A lot of people have done it. Lisa, thank you very much for joining us. And next time we will be talking about beverages as a source of calories. So thank you for joining us and see you next time.
Thank you.